Match. So I don't see us on Rumble. So before you get rolling, you're muted. Why are you muted? I can't unmute you either. Your mic's muted. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Your mic's muted. Why can't I unmute it? That's a perfect start. Okay. As above, so below. I don't think we're able to hear you. Your mic is muted. Are you with me? Mute mine. And you're gone. What's the problem here? We got no sound. That's a strange thing. Looks like he's back.
Now,
hey, we can hear you.
Do you
now.
know where your way is at?
Dude, your connection sucks.
You know? These my producers. Drawer for cleaning up the audio on the debate last week. And Brady, a couple weeks ago, had the Penrose Triangle. It's
not usable.
I want to mention that Penrose episode.
Can't hear you.
He fits in with every topic.
You're frozen. Your cell signal sucks, dude. It's the same spot you sit in every week. It sucks every week, and now it's not functional. I thought it was me, so I replaced everything, including the infrastructure.
We have somehow 23 people watching. Good job, Gary.
He's frozen. So how are you, Jor? This is fabulous.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're coming in perfect. I'm too perfect.
I'm for some reason not hearing my drops on the other end, though. I don't know why, but
your drops.
Over that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard a single one yet?
No.
What?
But I got no complaints there.
Interesting. Fuck you.
Well,
what are you guys talking about?
We're waiting
30
for
people
you.
Watching. Somehow we went up, even though this is one of the worst starts ever.
We had 45 people watching when I checked in, and 5 thumbs up.
It's funny, we don't do it for the views, but you guys sure do comment a lot about it. Do you? All right. So just for the record, can you hear my drops? Here's one.
It's a story of a man named Brady who was busy.
I can hear them.
Yes.
Real time. I'll wait for the playback right now and let you know.
This is great. This is testing in progress.
I know. Yeah, we should have did this pre-show instead of.
We're trying yet another.
Weird how this is.
I asked a couple days in a row for people to join on and test.
Oh, you asked on Mother's Day at midnight, so I don't know what the fuck you're.
Anytime between.
I did it. I joined.
Mother's Day on midnight. Anybody want to hop on?
I did it. I jumped on.
Yeah. And it worked. There's still something blocking the call. So whatever might be blocking the call volume might be blocking you. Do you have echo cancellation in?
I just turned mine off because I don't know exactly what it's gonna do. So
We should switch over to the monologue while Gary's signal is strong.
All right. The buttered cat paradox. I missed.
Oh,
and
too late.
It sounds hilarious.
Sorry. Breaking up already. Missed your chance.
my fault.
Fucking signal.
Here we go.
Yeah, I kind of heard it. I heard it.
Yeah, that was on my end. I might need to turn them all up now because we're on a different medium. Before, something was pulling them up.
So it automatically, I think, defaults to 50% volume on anything but the vocals. We're gonna have to learn.
Yeah, but
this
it's patched
software,
in with the voice mod, so it's coming in with the vocals. It's gonna think it's a vocal. I would assume, right?
Yeah. So what you can
Are you
do is,
freaking
if
kidding
you
me?
really want to do your drops, you
you're
can
clear.
join as
Monologue,
you can join as a first. Oh, are we back to the show? I thought we were finishing this
Back.
troubleshooting.
The troubleshooting segment.
I wanted to praise my producers for doing such a fabulous job, and I know I should pay attention to the producer meeting. And
Fuck, dude.
Oh god.
So you know what your
And we're
producer's
back.
been saying is, fix your fucking cell phone signal out there in where you live. Can we say the city where you live, because the cell service sucks?
Armada.
You need to get a wired ISP instead of your Verizon. Your Verizon gets 310 if you're lucky. It's not equipped to stream from. People, when you see people streaming in real life, you know, the real YouTubers.
50 episodes.
No, it's done this every
50 Fladgecasts.
It's done this every episode at one time or another. But okay, so my opinion is,
it was bad last
worse
week.
is,
we still got 35,000 views.
well, clearly then they're not here to see you.
Yes.
Gary.
Is that too straightforward?
Gary, you suck. Do better.
Listen, I've got some stuff
Great
to say,
monologue.
and I'm going to
Best
say it
monologue
regardless
ever.
of whether they can hear me.
I'm just gonna leave. Fuck you guys. This is bullshit. Fuck this.
Okay,
See you
bye.
later.
The buttered cat paradox. It is Murphy's law that a buttered piece of bread will fall butter side down, and you know that cats land on their feet. So what if you strap a buttered piece of bread to the back of a cat? Will it land cat feet side down or buttered bread side down? There's a couple workarounds for both of these problems, and I'm pretty sure the cat outweighs the bread and lands on its feet. But today we're talking about waves. Now, most physicists will tell you that everything can be explained as a wave function. So, once again, I have picked a topic that refers to absolutely everything. Yes! So we should probably get started soon. Mechanical waves can be longitudinal or transverse. One of my producers did tell me that we did waves already. And he's right. We read it because I want to talk about the Rife machine. Suppressed technology that is the actual cure for cancer. And this is sending mechanical waves that resonate and oh, I see how my caption has changed. That's cute. So this is a great time for a Mount Rushmore. Let's give me a Mount Rushmore. Do we have a bumper? No.
The one thing
great.
Mount Rushmore is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just
they're
the
not?
4.
All right. So hang 10. Water waves. Sound waves. Like that Decepticon with the cassette player and one of the cassette player, the Panthers, and the other one's a pterodactyl. Actually had that transport sound wave, but in movies I think you can do a jet. Actually, that sound wave. Some waves here. Surface waves, electromagnetic waves, matter waves, seismic waves, water waves, sound, crumbly waves, Kelvin waves, infrasonic waves. Light is interesting because it behaves both as a wave and as a particle, which brings us to the double slit experiment. This is when we found out that quantum behavior is quite unlike normal size material behavior. Here's how it breaks down. We found out about the observer problem, and this is how we figured it out. We sent one proton at a time or one electron at a time through a double slit into a screen behind it. And even though they were sending one particle at a time, it was showing a what's that called? Interference pattern. Instead of showing two columns where the slits are, it was showing an entire interference pattern. So if you put water up to the slits and sent waves through there, the waves would interfere with one another, and the splash on the backstop would be an interference pattern. Even though they were sending subatomic particles through the slits, here's the observation problem. The problem. Here, the slit it's going through, stops showing an interference pattern, starts showing a particle pattern. So that's when we decided that, hey, subatomic particles, they're conscious. They know we're watching them. Then we figured out that no, in fact, the act of observing changes the behavior of particles, and they stop acting like waves. They stop being a distribution pattern, and the wave function collapses. All but where the actual particle goes. I could have explained it easier than that, though. It takes a proton hitting a proton or an electron or whatever the particle is you're sending through there, and that just to detect it, and that'll change the trajectory. But have you ever looked at a lake on a beautiful, even a calm day where the waves are minimal? Because if you send a drop of pebble in there, the waves go out and hit the banks and then come back in, and they interfere with each other, and it looks like millions of diamonds spread out on the surface of the lake. This is beautiful. It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. And now, last week we did Phenomena, and it was our, I don't know, our first time hitting 35,000 views in a week. It was our third most watched podcast. I would say our most successful podcast for the poor signal quality that I apparently demonstrated. But here we are with more, my loose definition of phenomena, cool stuff. Well, this podcast is about everything, all stuff. We're all waves. The entire universe can be described super long, complicated wave. That's it, right? This new software, does it work when I plug it in like that? Does it work better? Worse?
Sorry,
Dumber?
what? All I heard was
Cooler?
ping
Do
pong,
I
ping
have
pong,
producers?
ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong,
Really?
ping pong,
This
ping
whole
pong.
time?
Hey,
That's
boo,
all right. I
boo,
didn't have
boo,
very good monologue anyway.
hey, boo, 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 boo. Hey, boo, 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 boo. Whoa.
Is that what it sounds like? Jor, what's wrong with your face?
You need to find Jesus, Gary. Or not Jesus.
I don't think I
Moses.
need to find Jesus either.
What the dog doing?
Find
No,
Moses.
last week's debate,
Hold on, where's my background?
David
goddammit?
defeated
This is
Goliath.
bullshit.
What happened to your
Virtual
yarmulke?
background. What the hell?
I love the
How do I
yarmulke.
not- Why can't I see the virtual
I love
background?
yarmulke.
This isn't fun.
What are you trying to do, man?
I'm supposed to be able to use a virtual background, and it ain't working. This is guy.
Oh, you're
I
not.
need to reload it.
Yeah. I've got a real background. I put.
I don't know, man.
Wait. I put a Darth Maul mask on Captain Kirk. It looks like that.
It won't show up. Gary,
Oh,
you need to go
there.
to synagogue. You need to go to synagogue and pray. It is very, very important you go to synagogue and
Is
pray.
that? Do you have a foil nose? That's
No,
hilarious.
This is the Shylock nose. This is the Jew. Would you like bagel?
It is you,
Cream cheese?
Rabbi Dror,
L'chaim.
live from synagogue.
Excuse me one minute. Gary, you must repent
So
your sins and
friggin'
pray.
silly.
That is why you have bad internet connection. Bad internet connection is from God. L'chaim.
Guys, we gotta get our crap
Do you
together.
have a
We've only
dreidel?
got one more week, and we start a new year of Fladgecasts. This is, I mean, last week was the first week that the number of the Fladgesode was not included in the title, but it was 50. And this one's 51. Next week will be 52. The last Fladgesode of our first year. And I think it's probably time. I know I've asked if it's too late to still suck, but I think it might be time to get our crap together. And we've got the highly view from about 35,000 last week.
Perfect timing. We need to get our crap
Yeah?
together. Ping pong, ching chong, ping 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 ping.
May I make a suggestion?
Is that what happened?
Not one that happened.
I'm currently fielding suggestions. But I looked up like a
here's
6
my
cent
suggestion.
signal booster. Yeah,
Here's my suggestion. I
waves. Oh,
you
you're a
need to
priest now.
seek Christ. You need to seek Christ, sir.
You've got costume changes.
Just praise Jesus. Oh, hold on. I'm no longer live from synagogue. Hold on. Although I believe in half of that. I don't believe in all of it.
I don't know why your background's not
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's the first 27 books of the Bible.
Mine works. Must be a Mac thing. It's got to be a Mac thing. Mac is like we're not.
Roll the clip, Brady. Wait a minute.
Praise.
I don't recognize that.
You need to admit you're a
Does
sinner.
anyone
It
know
is-
of people like Michio Kaku that can explain string theory like he does for people like me, and I'm not a genius? Well, I am Michio Kaku, and I'd be glad to answer that question. First of all, most textbooks say that an electron is a dot. Particles that we see in our atom smashers are dots. But if I had a super microscope, I can see that that dot is actually a rubber band. From a distance, this rubber band looks like a dot. Close up, you see that it's a vibrating string. Now, this rubber band can vibrate in many different modes. Each mode can be called a particle. So, for example, this might be an electron. But if you twirl it in a different way, it becomes a quark. And if you twirl it this way, you have to give it a different name. We call it a neutrino. Now, how many ways can one string vibrate? The answer is
I'll be
obvious.
right back.
An
I have to go
infinite
find a
number
new
of
jabber.
vibrations on the same string. And so we think that all the subatomic particles of the universe, the quarks, the neutrinos, the mesons, the protons and neutrons, there's a galaxy of these particles. They're nothing but musical notes on a tiny rubber band. A rubber band so small that it looks like a dot. So what is physics that we had to struggle with in high school? Physics is the harmonies of vibrating strings. Physics tells us how these vibrations move. What is chemistry? Chemistry is when
The waves.
I'll be right back.
It is the waves, sir. The waves of Jesus Christ.
Now, string theory would back up my claim that I'm talking about everything because the string theory says that everything vibrates down the single dimensional strings that permeate everything. But I don't subscribe to this theory.
But you can subscribe to this show.
You could
Click on that.
subscribe to Jesus
I
Christ.
do.
Much.
Click on
Okay.
that follow, join. It's only $5 a month. We could please, for the love of God, if it's just a few people who give $5, we can get Gary a better internet service so that you can actually ping pong pong pong. Ping,
Oh, the dog just hit Picard.
Why?
I was just
did-
gonna say,
yeah,
dude,
that
just
was
I don't
like-
mean
that
to
was
alarm
creepy.
you, but Picard is moving.
That was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is showing
Yeah.
the sign.
Yeah.
He has manipulated the Star Wars characters. Wait, one of them is a Star Wars character.
Oh, let's address this
Are you
the
fucking with
religious
me? I
issue
mean-
that you're bringing up.
Welcome. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to translate for
I apologize.
everyone.
I need to repent from my sins. I said the F word.
It sounds like you're speaking in tongues.
I never do. Oh, we got another costume change? Is he gonna? Okay, let's guess. Where on drawer is German Doriego religious edition? This time he's gonna come back as a Buddhist monk.
Want to know where in the world is
Drawer.
Well, she sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me where in the world is
There he is. Doriego. Oh my
Who-
goodness, that was
We'll just,
blitzed. Oh, okay. Oh, he's Muslim.
All I
Oh, I was wrong. I guess Buddhist.
All I have to say is
I love America.
I love the yarmulke.
America.
I love the yarmulke. I love the yarmulke.
They fooled me, Jerry.
Oh, he's got another. You gotta change the caption too, Jor. It still says priest.
Did someone call my name?
Oh, you're back. Okay, good.
Well, it takes a few seconds to fucking do this shit.
okay,
guess
so-
what? Fuck off,
So what's the topic?
fucking asshole.
So if one of the
the
Abrahamic
topic is I heard somebody say
Abrahamic religions,
I too love the yarmulke. I too very much love the yarmulke.
I love the yarmulke. Show me the yarmulke. Show me the yarmulke. George, say, I love Jewish people. Say, show me the yarmulke.
he's
Show
got
me
a
the
foil
money.
yarmulke and a foil nose.
So that's the Foil Hat Club with fucking real conspiracy theories in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Allegedly.
He keeps coming and going.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Uh-oh.
I brought in some experts that maybe could have a. I don't know. They tried. You didn't hear. You didn't really listen to them. It's very unfortunate. The
You know what, though,
oldest, some of the oldest.
Yeah,
religions-
I thought my signal was bad.
the
You just
third
bing
one-
bing
the-
burn.
I find that
Who, me?
those religions though just keep kind of saying the same
Yeah,
thing over and over
you
again.
did.
Like, to be honest, you just brought up your own point
your
that it was
gimmick.
against your own point because they've been around for 2,000 years. What new are they going to say that we missed?
One of them, the towel-headed one, was actually only around for about 1,000 years. It was like 1,000 years after the other ones kind of came around, which is
Point taken. So in the last 1,000 years, what are we going to miss?
I'd give him I'd give him 1,400 years.
Imagine
But-
the automobile is invented, and then 1,000 years later, you're like, oh look, I invented the automobile. Like, wouldn't people be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right?
No. Yes.
No?
Yes. No.
No.
Yes.
Christianity added to Judaism, and then
it's all
Islam
got the
added
same
to
story.
Christianity. Really.
They added to it. The
What?
Muslims are the ones.
Yeah,
that
it's
kinda,
got Abraham and Moses and
Abraham.
Well, so the Egyptians started it all, right?
they started a lot.
Shit.
The
it's all the
sun
same
god,
area.
the sun god
All
Ra. Isn't it all
branched
based on the
off.
sun god Ra? I thought it was.
I don't know. All I know is
You
that-
know, Yahweh's
man, if it wasn't
half-
for believing in God, man, you wouldn't have anything in life, man.
Bob's gonna be on in about.
I say
15
without
15 minutes.
Oh shit!
like,
It's unfortunate we won't be able to.
No, that's a good. Yeah, that's good, but that's all right.
again,
I'm pretty sure he said.
Your freaking rules.
your friggin' rules.
I love you, Drawer.
It sounds perfectly clear to me.
I love you.
Because it's coming out of your mouth into your ear, but when it goes through your phone, that's when everything gets all fucked up.
Oh,
So, is it too
Huh,
late to ask
okay.
what the topic is?
Let's
can we somehow get his video, but have him be a caller, so it's a cell phone connection?
Well, the good news is
Okay.
if it is signal related, it should be recording a nice copy of him. At least we can post edit it this time.
It should, right?
We should be able to fix his brilliance.
Then it'll be really annoying because we would then be waiting here and making fun of him for nothing, and no one would realize what's going on.
That's true. So we should carry on.
right. You're like, what's wrong with these guys? It's being perfectly clear. Wait till you find out what I've been saying this whole time.
I know, right?
You're mocking me,
You
aren't
did
you?
agree with me. Maybe you joined Judaism and then joined Christianity, joined the Muslim faith, and then you went back to Judaism, all in that segment.
I'm thinking about starting my own cult.
No,
Yeah, it's
no,
called
you're not.
Fladge Rants.
Wouldn't that make you a
Joking.
good cult leader?
You
So I
definitely
will
fit
say
the
that-
bill. Put on a robe and you're all set.
I
Why do you
don't
look
do
like
robes.
that? Why do you
The-
look
the
like that? Would
reason-
be the name of the doctrine. Would be why do we,
I love
why,
a good comment.
Why do we look like that? You look inward instead of why do you look like that? The whole concept is why do we look like that?
know, did
Commenters,
you-
I'm
did
talking,
you use-
talking to you.
Did you use that fancy face thing where you can like look like very strong? Like, I don't know if this is gonna do real time. Off. Yeah, it's all getting off. Yeah, fuck it.
Off with their
You
head.
can like. they
Why
got
does
pretty
every
much a filter that you
flashcast
can, like,
have to be a
filter your bullshit.
catastrophe?
I don't know.
What say you?
Seems pretty
What
good on my end
say
here.
You.
I got good.
What say you?
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to look.
internet connection. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you got to invest.
Should I
in some
start
internet
over?
connection. You know what I have? I have a cell phone connection, 2 cell phone connections, and an internet connection. You have
Yeah.
a half of a Verizon, 300 download,
Twice.
100 to 30 upload. That's just never gonna cut it.
Sun don't shine in the shade.
But is it too late to ask what the topic is?
Yeah,
It
I
is.
couldn't hear from the monologue. So I did.
I gave it a thumbs up
the whole-
before
I thought of
like a half hour before we started.
Is it this
Hi,
kind
Brady.
of wave?
I thought of the.
No, I'm
Jew,
waving. I was prepared for waves.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another treat too.
Yeah.
You
I've got a
carry
treat,
on.
too.
It's more of a parade wave.
Oh, I'll have to save the drawer story because we
Oh.
can't get a fucking.
Yeah, the bumper.
Because you mentioned wave.
Try the bumper.
He mentioned wave, but it ain't gonna happen. What was I gonna say?
Bumper.
I was interrupted
Bumper.
several times.
Bumper. Am I doing it right?
This must be riveting fucking
All right.
shit. Apparently, there's 29 people still hanging on for something important to happen. It's gonna be a minute.
I had some stuff to say, but man, you guys are
But, man.
discouraging.
But man,
What do you think about the Rife machine? Like, no one ever pays attention. Like,
Matt
I'm
Rife?
talking about a possible
Talking about
cure
Matt
for
Rife, the
cancer,
comedian?
suppressed technology. RIFE, and he might
Yeah,
be
yeah, that's his
related.
name.
It was the guy's last name. And like the plans for the DeLorean, it was dumped in the bottom of the ocean because cancer is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
It sure is. Cut burn,
I mean,
poison. You know what? You know what
Right.
isn't in the process for
the
cancer?
right
Cure.
machine can
Poison. You mean
Yeah, there's a great documentary called Cut, Burn, Poison about chemotherapy and how that's actually what they're selling. They're not selling a cure for cancer. They're selling chemo.
Oh no, you're blippiting.
Brady, did you do the mashup I requested?
You do the mashup.
I do poetry reading.
Could you be more?
Yeah, we can't mash
you
up.
be
'cause
more
we're on,
specific?
YouTube still. Just in case anybody does not
Can
realize, we do start on part of our show on YouTube. We simulcast YouTube and Rumble, and
It just started
ditch YouTube
raining
and
here.
Go to a more. No one gives a fuck about where you are and that it's raining.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I was like mid sentence, and he's just like, "It's
Yeah.
raining," and it's like, nice fucking attention span, fucktard.
I know.
Seriously.
Well, I don't like to listen.
What's a fucktard?
if I have
Somebody
to
who's
look,
retarded
I-
at fucking, or a retarded person fucking, or somebody who's
Both.
fucking a retard?
Retarded people should not be fucking, but there.
I just
there
don't
is,
want
like,
to
you
hear
can't be
the
sterile.
end of
A
any
lot
of your
retarded people are
sentences.
sterile.
Definitely matters to me. Stop screen.
So have you like
Start
like,
screen.
exper-
Well, now you're breaking up.
I know. I've been saying that. Drawers breaking up.
No.
It's not my fault.
I'm breaking up with all
Nobody
you guys.
said it was your fault.
Okay, well, I blame me.
Oh,
So what
'cause
can I
have
do
to
that can
head
pull resources? I don't understand.
to stage.
Now it's loading. We have to wait. We have to wait for a loading bar. Jesus Christ.
What's
Yeah.
loading? I don't know.
Pink Floyd.
Show some patience.
Off, YouTube. Son of a bitch.
Not sure this one's really working.
No, it is not.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
It's like regular Pink Floyd. It has to develop a little bit first. Kind of cool.
No. Yes. Yes.
Ooh, it's really building now. Yes.
So I went hard on the creation myth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I got out my
And that
first
was
blade.
a mashup.
It is a machete. And,
Is it a
and you can
waves in
see
it?
that it is all wavy. Look how wavy it is.
We really can't because it's, Little pixie.
It's wavy like those potato chips. I call it old lumpy.
Perfect segue. Thank you.
But look, got a handle and everything. There they are. Wavy. Attaboy.
Oh shit.
That's exactly everything I requested. That mashup was perfect.
Fucking
The chips
Better
are
Made.
exactly right.
This episode is
That's
brought to
a
you by
Michigan-made product.
Better Made. Special wavy.
Support local.
Let's try some.
Yes.
We don't need to eat on air.
Hey, the bottom opened. How often does that happen?
We're broadcasting across the airwaves, aren't we? Bottom? You're a bottom opener?
No, I went to
There's
pull
two
it apart.
schools of thought on that.
It was so
you're
full of
top
air
or
that I
bottom?
blew out my ass of the bag.
Oh, I see.
It's unfortunate.
You might
So-
become a little disillusioned by this, but I've got. You may have thought it was only one glass, but there are actually. It's a set.
What?
I know. You thought I was using the same glass every week? No, it's a complete set.
Congratulate the people that have held on this long for whatever the fuck this is.
I don't have any idea. I was gonna go back into my monologue, but I've lost interest myself.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Fix it in. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Say that, Gary. Say fuck it. We'll do it.
No,
live.
we'll fix it in post. I thought we were gonna fix it in post.
Say fuck it. We'll fix.
Turn
it in
all
post.
the stuff I said into like brilliance.
Talking about.
No, I just really want to reiterate that the David versus Goliath debate last week. The kid showed up strong. I asked him to call in tonight. He said it's past his bedtime.
That's all right. The callers can't hear. Callers can't hear us yet for some reason. It's just static.
Oh, really? I told Bob.
Sorry, what? What?
I told Bob to call in.
Yeah, Bob should join.
I don't
the
know. I want
show.
Bob to call in.
Bob should be a square on the
Hey,
show.
well, he doesn't have the link. He doesn't have the new link.
He does.
The old link.
He has the new
Okay,
link.
Bob, join the show.
11:45. But I don't know if he's going to be able to understand you. We should all.
I don't understand me.
So what was up with these videos that you sent? They're 50 minutes long. They seem to just be talking about atheism.
I sent short ones.
Really?
Yes, no. Epistemology. Is there a good reason to believe what you believe?
Yes. My
One
belief
was
alone. My ignorant virtue
just
is one reason.
all possibilities of an afterlife. I'm trying to give you guys all you need to make a strong argument for me, and all I hear is energy. Oh, that's stupid. I'm not energy. I use energy. It's like saying my car is gasoline. Like, yes, I burn energy. I eat food, but here's the thing. You have to change your definition of the word life and change your definition of the word death to have an afterlife that is in any way not death and not life. But I also wasn't alive before. Okay, I looked into some Edgar Casey stuff.
You don't know
all his
that.
readings.
You don't know
like,
that.
What's There's no reason for me to think otherwise.
Why does life start and stop with consciousness? Why can't I hear
It doesn't. It's one of the one of the cool attributes. And it's a gradient. My dog is somewhat conscious.
Wait. What
An
did you say?
amoeba knows not to
It
eat
doesn't
itself.
start and stop. Life does not start and stop with consciousness, is what you just said. You agreed?
Yes?
Afterlife. Fuck off. Again. Once again. Ding, ding, ding.
Did I say that? Okay, what
So yeah, what
what
did you send me the
aspect of
video about?
life continues on after life?
I don't know. You agreed that
The
life can
definition of
continue
life.
without consciousness.
Okay, but in what?
What is the meaning
How
of
does
life?
that help me? That's a tough one.
Wait, help
Careful.
you do what?
Don't pull on that thread.
Be at peace, succeed in life, breathe better. What do you mean help you?
Humans existed. We created words, and then we slapped this term to what we determine as life from our perspective. Again, this goes back to last week with
Wait
I think
a
I was cut
minute.
off several times.
It says in the
you're not
Bible
gonna cut me
that
off
God
one more.
spoke the universe. I am going to cut you off every time.
I know.
It says in the Bible that God spoke the world into existence.
So
So
we're
you're
talking
creating language way too late. What religion?
These people,
What language was?
people like you who fucking
almost their atheism becomes a religion. They're a
You
staunch
people.
atheist, and a lot of them, they even talk like religious people.
they're a staunch atheists that even talk to these people. Even atheism becomes their religion. I don't know if you can hear those drops. I need to turn them the fuck up because now we changed mediums. Thanks, Brady.
See, I was trying to,
Brady, you're doing a fantastic job. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Brady.
trying to fix
This,
Gary's.
this wouldn't be possible without you.
Trying to
No,
fix
but
Gary's-
you're talking about you use it as an argument. You use the Bible as an argument for your side, but then you also use it as an argument against your own side by quoting the Bible as if you think that God wrote the Bible.
That's called cherry picking.
Atheists like to think that God wrote the Bible. Like there's no fallacies in the Bible and
Yes.
how humans have intervened.
Holy shit! Hold on a second. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, why did you connect the Bible to God instantly just because man said that's his word? Go on, sorry. I just really like that. Like why you're like, "Hey, I'm not sure if there's
I love
existence
how
or not."
stupid it
Well, the Bible's
sounds.
wrong.
So you're saying that people that don't believe in God believe that God wrote the Bible.
No, what I'm saying
And that makes
is
sense
that
to you. When you
we
say
were
it out loud,
making-
when you hear it back,
There's some people that fancy themselves as intellectual. Almost their atheism
Wait.
becomes a religion.
this new system, I got mute buttons everywhere. All right, no. Well, the problem is we were having a debate about if there was existence beyond the physical body, and you immediately went, "Well, the Bible's wrong, so there must not be." Nobody's giving a shit about the Bible right now. Sorry,
Themselves
Bible.
as
They'll say there's
intellectual.
Now I know there's a whole group of people that use that Bible as their only argument. We are not one of those people.
Almost their atheism becomes.
you're
a
not
religion.
even one people.
They're staunch atheists, and a lot of them, they even talk like religious people.
I'm not a person. Anyway,
Okay.
I was trying to find that video with.
I've got a strong biblical background. I know the Bible.
Me too.
Does life start and stop with consciousness? And you said no. And then you started quoting the Bible as your argument.
No, he says yes. He doesn't. Say no. He says yes. Even I know he says yes to that question.
He didn't. We can go back. He
Yes.
thinks that conscious continues with or life continues with or without consciousness.
Whose life?
No.
The being that loses consciousness.
No, you flipped it. You said consciousness is the end all be all of life, and no. That's one of the attributes. Consciousness is one of the attributes of life. That's what I said, and that's what I'm continuing to say.
Hold on. Hold on.
But consciousness is one of the ways that I can tell that I'm alive, that I'm here.
No, shut up.
I gotta play it back.
Not death and not life. But I also wasn't alive before. Okay, I looked at the system.
This is what you sound like, by the way.
All his readings, you don't know that.
That's suck.
There's no reason.
That's not good.
Why does life start and stop?
I don't like that.
You can fix it with wired internet.
So I need a better signal.
No. You need a wired signal.
See, so I said, why does life
Wired.
start and stop with consciousness? And you said it doesn't. It's one of the cool attributes.
Dog is somewhat conscious.
Yeah.
An amoeba knows not to eat itself.
A piece of wood. A piece
Yeah.
of
Why is
wood.
that confusing?
A tree is somewhat conscious.
Life doesn't start and stop with consciousness.
You can make the
And you
argument.
said you agree. And all I have to say
reaction
is...
What say you? What say you? What say you? What say you?
I don't know if I have that one. If you just give me one moment. Hold on.
Okay, what oh yeah, what aspect of life?
It's weird because there it is.
What say you? What say you?
Don't forget though, if you want to
What
talk
say
over
you?
the bumpers, you got to unmute your mic.
Oh, when did I mute my mic?
What
you
say
don't.
you? What say you?
You missed the post-production meeting
What
for
say you?
whatever reason.
I don't remember when I muted my mic.
You don't. Whenever I play a video, it mutes our mics to be polite. So if you want to talk over a bumper, you got to unmute it. It'll automatically unmute it when the video's done. Your mouth is open. You better be careful. Somebody's gonna. That's a great freeze.
What say you? What say you?
So I did say, so here he does, I think he misunderstood what I was saying because he's retarded. Again, once again, ding, ding, ding.
Not that there's anything wrong with being retarded while we're on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Oh, hang on, we got a retard video for later, but that's on Rumble.
Fuck yeah, Rumble's where the real videos play.
Agreed that life can continue without consciousness.
Okay, but what is the meaning of that? Help me.
You see the difference? You
whatever.
see the clear difference?
I
between
think
good-
he was.
good-
I think he did agree with me at first about 3 times, and then he then reiterated.
Yeah, but
his,
you knew. I mean, you don't need to hear out of his mouth this one time to know that he definitely agrees that consciousness and awareness is it. There's either the video that he sent me that I can't find had a comedian talking about how death never meets life, so we never have to fear about it because you can't
Sometimes
be dead
he
and
brings
alive at the same
those
time.
things up.
Therefore, there's nothing after life.
I don't know. Sometimes he brings those things
I
up.
got
and-
another thing to take this at. Okay, so Ed Casey, the sleeping prophet, he was a medium from the early 20th century. He would put himself into a trance-like state, and he would do these readings, and he did hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And what's truly remarkable about it is it was fairly consistent. I think he was drawing from his subconscious mind. I can't really explain it, but he said that before you're alive, you're in this heaven, and after you die, you go back. And some people are so used to being alive and in this realm and have forgotten what it's like to be in that realm. Takes them a while to get adjusted to it, and they keep walking around, and it's like a 4th dimension. They keep talking about it like it's the 4th dimension. Now, the 4th dimension, as far as I know, is time. Maybe they're talking about the 5th dimension or a different dimension or a 4th spatial dimension. I'm not sure. But this is as close as I've heard is to a reasonable explanation for an afterlife. So it's not biblical. It's the readings of a medium. And personally, I'm an extra large. What say you?
What say you? What say you? What say you? What say you?
And what's your point here, Gary?
I'm trying to give you an option for an afterlife that's non-biblical.
That's what we've been trying to do for.
If that's what you want, you're all jarbled.
It's just a book that it's a book that humans derived.
egotistical humans trying to connect
Okay.
with God, trying to almost be God, trying to fulfill a gap that you'll never ever to be able to fulfill physically with physical things.
I think
Therefore,
it's a fantastic literary work, and
yeah,
there's
but
a
it's
lot to
not,
be learned from it.
it's not to be trusted.
From the Bible?
Like absolute. Like it's some people think
Yeah.
it's the law from beginning to
Sure,
end.
there was no historical Adam and Eve or Noah or Abraham or Moses or
that?
David,
You don't know
but
that.
that doesn't matter. These are stories.
You
How
don't know
could
that.
there be?
Yeah, sure, there was no historical Adam and Eve. We know that genetically.
What was that?
And the timeline doesn't work.
We don't know
Was it
that
Jarble?
genetically. You're basing this off of the fact of a story in a book that you don't even believe in, and you're gonna go.
I do believe that the Bible is a good story. Greatest story ever told.
For something
I
that
love
you're
stories like that.
something that
I
you
love
don't
the
believe
Epic
in.
of Gilgamesh. I love the
Well, it would be like the
Greek
do
and
you
Roman
think that
mythology. I love that stuff. That's my wheelhouse.
someone asked-
It's my favorite category of legend.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say here. You're just beating around the bush. You're ignoring it, which I love.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
good. I'll keep it
We
up
got-
then.
We got Bush. I would love to hear what you're saying.
We'd get more views if we did.
I saw that movie Superman, so yeah, is what you're saying. Because
That's a
I
good
think
one.
What?
Did you see the new Batman? The Batman? Like, does it ever stop raining in Gotham? It's like always dark and raining. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even it should have been broad daylight and it was dark and raining.
Also, can someone
The
give
whole
me a-
movie.
All right.
I don't know what George just said.
Fuck this show.
I love this show. Come on. This is my lifeblood. Give it a chance. We've got signal issues, technical problems. Play the technical difficulties bumper, Brady.
My
I don't know.
my in-house handling of your signal was better than this. I thought if we were going directly to an ingester that it would be way better, but this is way worse.
It is funny how, like, I don't know, about 4, 5, 6 episodes into me joining, I did kind of ask, like, hey, how come you're not using StreamYard? And here we are, 40 some episodes later.
Well, I think we're.
Uh,
It's not. No offense,
I'm
Drawer,
also
but
on a-
it's not working. I mean, I look incredible.
I know,
Don't I look?
Terrible
I
idea,
look.
Drawer. Shut the fuck up.
My signal's great,
Oh,
but I think
very
I'm the only
handsome.
one that has wired internet.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I hadn't gotten to that point yet. I was gonna test it out, but I got a 50-foot
You got a 50
You
foot
for
E?
what? Oh my goodness, I don't.
I don't even know what that is.
He said something after E.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
Oh, internet cable. Maybe.
Ethernet cable. I don't know. Gary, God damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've
I
always
don't know.
prided myself on
I've got a
being the
T1
smartest guy in
dedicated
the
line.
No, you
know,
don't.
No, I don't. I've got a secretary. I thought
Even
that
if you-
would boost my signal. They're dead
Yeah,
people.
but
They're enjoying
can't
their afterlife.
you can't boost a shitty signal. It's already. I mean, all a booster
can't?
does is
Why the hell
no, it just
not?
ma-
I've
Think of
watched
it.
this podcast for a year now, and I've seldom had problems understanding me. But I have. I've come across jarbled. But these last couple of weeks have been the worst. The absolute worst.
It's true, but it's.
We
also
keep having
warmer.
shows about how bad the show is.
That's.
I want to have a show about
unfortunate.
waves. Like waves are
ahead.
actually important. or cool
What's
or
weird is
wavy
the
or
audio comes in just fine when you're complaining about the audio, but then as soon as you start talking about waves or machetes, it's all barrels.
why don't you just roll with it?
Roll the clip.
Maybe that's part of the fun.
Is it?
If everything was perfect, life would be boring.
Honestly, we've sustained the exact
How it
amount
came
of
to
audience
be,
for the most part, coming and going.
what its
A few
building
people coming and
blocks
going, but it's
I want to tell you how the future creates
What,
the
45?
past, which then
Why would 45 people watch?
See, you said you didn't send long
Oh, I love
videos.
this one. This was 15 minutes.
30.
Oh, a half hour?
Remember
Yeah,
when?
but she's a ginger. You know how I feel about gingers.
How do you feel about gingers?
They have no soul.
Well, that's a trick statement because you don't feel anyone has a soul.
Right? Yeah, but it's funnier when you say gingers have no souls.
Is it? It's funnier when somebody else says
I'm pretty
it,
sure.
It
Hey,
loses
you
a
know
little
how
bit
I
of
like
its-
dark humor and I often say inappropriate things? The family was supposed to fly in from Denver a couple days ago to join us at our Mother's Day celebration, but he was thrown in the hospital with pneumonia. So his son showed up, and my wife said to his son, "Tell your dad, send us, best wishes from us." And I said, "Oh, if he pulls through, because I didn't want to waste your time, if he just dies." And everybody looked at me like I murdered him myself. So I don't know. Except for the son. The son gets me. The son said, "Yeah, well, they're pretty good. The medical profession's come a long way." I thought, I was just trying to save him some time. Like, he doesn't have to send him wishes if he doesn't pull through. He's our age, Brady. Well, I'm
That's
only
not that
talking to Brady because.
That's not old.
Right, yeah. There's no reason for him to die at this point. He's a healthy man. Now, what she's showing here is a three-dimensional cube, but it's a crystal. Okay, so here's how we get back to waves. You know how a crystal set radio picks up a specific frequency of radio waves? You know how the military has blocked or banned certain radio frequencies from being used by the public? So they're specifically, the Air Force has a certain set of frequencies. Did you know the ham radio operators are our only hope when a solar flare knocks out everything? Did you realize that the week we had phenomena, there was a solar flare that gave us sensational aurora borealis, another phenomenon? Are these coincidences? Actually, they are. I didn't have any idea this was going on. And but in order to be a ham radio operator, you can't just buy a ham, radio and just like have it sitting in the corner collecting dust, and then when an emergency happens, pop it on and hope for the best. You got to be the nerd that uses the thing and plays with the thing and broadcasts Fladge Rants daily on your ham radio. But when all other means of communication are knocked out by a giant...
That's exactly what you do.
Do you have a ham radio?
Of course, you said what?
You're a ham radio operator. You're that kind of nerd.
Collecting dust.
Is that what that is? You do have to blow the dust off.
What?
There it is. That's pick up waves.
I highly recommend everybody has these. My whole family has one of these. They're charged and ready to go.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the antenna,
At all
it can
times?
go for miles and miles and miles and miles. Yeah, it's charged up and ready to go. Hey, wait, there's even a flashlight. Shows you how much
Grab that quickly, so you got them ready to go.
Somewhere I have a big catalog of all the frequencies. If you ever get bored. So this when the power goes out, this is the first thing I go to as soon as my batteries are dead. My backup batteries.
Huh.
Should we see if we can
So
find some?
432 hertz is the most determined to be the most soothing frequency. The Earth's frequency is just shy of 8 hertz. Human vibrations are just shy of 7, and no, it's 7.6, something like that. 432 is the sweet spot.
440, like middle C.
And,
It is.
Look it up. Fact check.
Look it
So there's a 432 built right into the pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and this is why I think that the metric system's been around far longer. This is one of these things that they were handed to us to give us a leg up from a prior lost advanced civilization, and because it was built into the Great Pyramid of Giza. If you take, I forget what the dimension is. We'll say the height for now, but the height times, 432 gives you the speed of light. Well, times 10 to the 8th, but anyway, gives you the speed of light in meters per second. The speed of light in a vacuum built into the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Do you think they did that for purpose or just to be cool?
I'm a skeptic, so I want to say it's my own confirmation bias that's leading me to that conclusion. But if it's not simply my own confirmation bias, Thoth was really smart. Another thing about the Emerald Tablets or the lost the Dead Sea Scrolls was the Book of the Watchers. Now the Watchers were these extraterrestrials. Now it employs a lot of different species of extraterrestrials, but one was called the Watchers, and they would just sit back and observe and not interfere with human relations and just chill out and watch us develop, kind of like a Polaroid picture. Roll the clip, Brady.
If you haven't already, click the subscribe button so you don't miss no new uploads that is being posted.
So the topic of the show is waves. I just wanted to post this video of this teenage girl, very, very strong, powerful teenage girl that made all kinds of waves at her school board meeting.
Today's video, school board tries to shut down a 14-year-old girl after she hands them copies of the U.S. Constitution. No one expects. Check this out.
Ask that we abide by your rules and send our literature here for Mr. Gronsky to pass out. And if you're not going to abide by your own rules,
then you gotta put it in the minutes too, just let everybody know. Put it in the minutes.
If you're not going to abide by your own rules,
Put it in the minutes.
if you're not going to abide by your own rules, I will take those back and I will pass those out myself. So it's either
She's trying to pass out constitutions because they wouldn't let her talk at the last meeting. She's trying to express her First Amendment right.
Pass them out.
He just said it.
I don't think we should be reading it right now.
You were reading wrong.
Put it in the minutes too. My camera's on, so I don't need your.
Reclaim her minutes.
Reclaim her minutes. It hasn't started yet.
I have not started yet.
Reclaim her minute.
It is my First Amendment right. You reset that timer here.
No.
Yes.
Reset her time. Reset her time.
Waves.
Gentlemen, reset the time. What's wrong with you people? There's a young lady coming here.
Hey guys, I sorry to interrupt, but I love how much the audience is helping and cheering her on because she is a strong, and I mean very, very strong 14-year-old girl.
Did he say they were turning on a 14-year-old girl?
Don't come at me. Don't come at me.
Did I miss something?
Look at him.
Stop it. Stop it,
See him?
drawer.
Don't come at me.
Can you reset my time?
Reset my time.
Reset my time. That's all I ask.
Gary.
Reset my time.
Not to be like a bitch about the 14-year-old, but she's wasting all her time trying to get them to reset her time. If she would just say her message maybe and just start talking.
Right.
Oh, somebody in the audience called the board snowflake.
I sat in astonishment as Superintendent Roberts tried to gaslight
Super
us
Nintendo Roberts.
public comments at these meetings. He told us how important it was that everyone speaking felt listened to by this board, regardless if the board hears things it disagreed with. Oh, the hypocrisy, especially after most of this board walked out while I was addressing you at the August meeting. Then, this board's lawyer, Mr. Collins, tried to set rules regarding the content of people's speeches, but also claimed the idea wasn't to censor people. Newsflash, Mr. Collins, your rules are the very definition of censorship. Apparently, this board is not familiar with the U.S. Constitution, so I've given each of you a copy.
I pass out those same constitutions.
You do?
Wow. I just want to give her a round of applause as well. It takes a lot of dedication to go out and talk in front of a board like that. She's only 14 years old. Look.
She's only 14 years old. Isn't there a song about? Oh, no, sorry. That's
How old was Greta Thunberg? These children need to
she's like
remove themselves
11
from the conversation because they don't have enough life experience to tell anybody about anything. So regardless of what side she's on, I came in halfway through. I don't really care. She just needs to shut the fuck up and go back to school.
So hold on. She's trying. Wait, we got to finish now.
How powerful
she's trying to get.
She is speaking and how she's transferring her energy to the school.
I don't care what this guy has to say.
Yeah, she's confident 14-year-old girl. Go play. Go have fun. Get out of here. It's for the adults.
Page 21, which clearly states there shall be no rules abridging
I'd hate to be
freedom of
this
speech.
chick's husband when she grows up.
People have the right to air grievances to the
True.
government. So,
I hate to be her husband, but I would enjoy being her father.
to clarify this to you, board members,
Right, and I guess that's how that
a Board
happens.
of Education,
And you can tell compared to Greta Thunberg, who was literally given a script before she could even barely talk. Everything. This girl was actually offended by some shit in her library that they tried to get rid of, which you would probably agree should not be in schools either. And instead
In defense of Greta Thunberg would say, "How dare you!" Just
they
in
wouldn't
her
even
defense.
they wouldn't even listen to her. They wouldn't even let them talk about
the
the.
body of a school district, and therefore we have the constitutional right to speak about whatever grievances we have. You can't limit the content or direct who we can or cannot.
Your
talk
pants
about.
limit the
If
content?
you don't want to be embarrassed or be in the spotlight, then resign from this board. If you don't
I heard an
want your
amen.
family members to be a topic, then they should refrain from making statements on social media in regards to people who speak at these meetings. If you don't want people to refer to you as groomers and pedophiles, then follow state and federal laws and remove the sexually graphic books from your school libraries. Appeasing immorality by claiming acceptance and inclusion
Oh, her
is
time's
not
up.
a valid argument. Claiming the books can get to the online.
Her time's still up.
It is a First Amendment.
No, I mean it's just free speech for the LGBTQ whatever. I mean, we've had those exact books on the show. It's just good, clean education, right?
No, reset my time.
Right, and you have taken my time, so I reclaim that time back. Let me
She stopped asking. She's just like, I'm going to take my time back and keep talking.
Yeah.
Dare me to stop.
She deserves it.
I am going to continue. Not a valid argument.
I'm going to
Claiming
continue.
that removing the
I feel like I'm out of order.
A valid argument.
No, Your Honor, you're out of
There are no
order.
valid arguments for violating laws or infringing on constitutional.
Where is it? It's
Whole
Chippewa
court's
Valley.
out of order.
Wait, that says Chippewa Valley Schools? That's around us.
That's here. Yeah.
Constitutional rights. A quote by Wendy J.
That's quite ignorant of you, thinking that there's only one. The Chippewas, the Indians, and
Yeah,
for you
I'm
to
saying
just
there
assume
must
that it must
Right.
be only in fucking this area in white bread fucking suburban Detroit.
An environment that is not
Come on
safe
now.
to disagree in is not an environment focused on growth. It is an environment focused on control. Board members, keep in mind that come the next election, parents will have the control. You've been exposed.
Where's
Board
Chippewa?
members, keep in mind.
You've been exposed.
Oh.
You gotta let the schools and the parents and the kids decide what's in the library. That's my opinion. It's my opinion.
You're entitled to your opinion.
So, are you able to share your screen drawer? You got nothing. You got nothing this week. I'm surprised.
No, I have stuff. Are we on? Are we off YouTube?
Oh, right, YouTube.
Yeah. Otherwise, I have Dear Fladge.
I was waiting for Gary. I mean, what's his name?
I've also been slowly turning up all my drops because if they're too quiet, for some reason StreamYard isn't pulling them up enough. It's killing them. So I didn't spend a lot of time, but I spent a decent amount of time putting them at the right level for Ninja, and
what the fuck?
This is permanent, right? We're not changing next week, or or 2 weeks from now. It's not going to be another new. We don't know.
Yeah, it has to be another new thing because I'm not getting a line. I'm not getting a wire.
No, but you're
It's
clear as
working.
fuck right now.
Yeah, it's working great right now.
It seems like 3/4 into the Fladge Rant side, or at least halfway into the Fladge Rant side, you end up being clear and perfect. So maybe you should just join early and then just let it sit for a half an hour.
Oh,
and then
well,
for some
you
reason
know-
the connection marinates.
Fuck.
there we go. Never
You know
mind.
when you first wake
move
up,
less.
I have
You
to
need to move
poop.
less.
And when I
As soon
I
as his
have to
body
wake up,
moves-
you have to poop.
Is it because it has to pick up the movement?
Oh, so
Otherwise,
I
is it
don't-
easier to pick up a still image than it is a moving image? You would think it'd be the same, right?
No.
I got
No.
Yeah, I have a real camera, real mic, real
No.
internet. Am I choppy at all? I have no problems.
Yes.
I look disgustingly clear.
Yeah.
Dear Fladge.
Yes.
Dear Fladgy, my wife won't let me get
Ask
good
Fladge.
internet, and my podcast is falling apart. What should I do?
You guys never.
Yeah.
You do. So I'm assuming you
Stay
don't
the
have
course.
cable, right? You don't have a cable
Right.
access, right? So
We don't have cable.
right? Oh, hold on.
She
Right.
cut his
Hold on.
cable right off.
Right. Right.
You don't have cable access. You don't have cable access, right?
Right.
Right. Keep doing
So
it.
what do you use? But you watch
It's
TV,
working now.
right?
Right. No.
Right?
No. What's
You don't
on
watch
TV?
any TV?
I
I
don't
mean,
watch
I'm just
any
saying
TV.
streaming. You don't stream. You don't have a streaming service. You don't use your aunt's
Oh,
Disney
Roku.
Plus.
Yeah.
You got a first baseman
No.
on the
So
team?
you use a Roku, right?
When-
So how would
you
you
walk
do? You
up-
tether it to from your phone to the Roku?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And that does fine.
Yes.
I mean, it usually does. To be honest, it
no.
really does.
Yes. Yes. It does. That's fine.
I thought he said that.
Yes. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I use my telephone service to stream Roku.
Yes.
And
Yeah, we know
somehow
it's
it
out.
I
Not
just
a
watched
phase.
Buns is back.
Fallout with the cowboy zombie based on a video game. Fantastic show. Really good. It's called Fallout
Okay, but I'm just
based on a
saying,
video
so
game.
you can't make the argument to your wife that hey, if we could stream these shows better. Is there ever an issue with streaming quality? Do you ever kind of get mad at it for a little bit because it's not doing what it's supposed to do?
No.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, so that you could just make that argument. Look, we use it for X, so we could do X better, and I could do this podcast thing, right?
We could do X.
There's
better.
multiple uses
I
for
can just
having
do it for the
quality
show.
internet connection.
All I heard was we could do
Okay,
X
so-
better.
I don't know how long. Again,
I'm stubborn because I'm pig-headed.
You're pig-headed?
Oh, gibber me drawer. I'm always pig-headed. No, it's more of an issue of
Brady said a long time ago, and Drawer said a long time ago, and I know that you would probably first off go.
Thanks, Brady. Thanks, Drawer.
Let's broaden our minds.
We told you.
Lawrence?
We
so
told
broadband,
you to
broadband. It's right in the name. It's broaden. You could broaden your internet with broadband.
Look, I wish my internet was better, but
$49.99.
Oh, I bitched at AT&T actually earlier this week.
A month?
So sometime.
Screw that.
Sometime in October. So I was paying $55 a month. It was supposed to be $60, and then if you signed up for their auto pay, it knocked it down $5, right?
Yeah,
so sometime in October 2023, they raised the price, I guess $5. But when I go to the internet or I go to my app and I check my plan, it tells me I should be paying $60, and with the $5 discount, it's $55. It still tells me that. I fucking bitched at these people. The lady on because it's hard to even talk to somebody. So I went to the text service. Or I went to try to talk to him at first, and then I went to the text service, and I was bitching at him because the lady said, "Oh, you're confused," and I'm like, "Look, I do part-time customer service sometimes, and you don't tell a customer that you're confused. You say like, oh, you may be mistaken. You put qualifiers in there." She basically was like, almost called me stupid, and it's like, no, I'm going to my app, and you're telling me how much I'm supposed to be paying. Either tell me why I'm not paying that amount, or make me pay that amount, or change what I'm seeing in order to reflect what I'm actually paying. And it was just the word. It pissed me off. Rant over.
Yeah, it sounds like it pissed you off.
But now I'm paying $60 since October, even though my plan tells me $55 a month. I don't know. I'm going to call back again. I'm going to challenge it until they change it. I either want it visibly changed or I want to be honored. One or the other.
We honor you.
I bought as much.
They're telling me
how
much my internet should
as
be.
I could possibly afford without my wife having to return to work. And then my freaking mortgage payment went up $500 a month. And I was like, why did my mortgage payment go up $500 a month? And so I called, the mortgage company, and they said it's escrow, and it's your appraised value, so your property taxes and your insurance. So I said, how does it go up $500 a month? So they adjusted it back down, so it's down $200 from there. So it's
I didn't think you have a fixed. You don't have a fixed APR, right?
Yes, I do.
You're fixed, and they still did it to you.
Right, and like I just said, it was based on taxes,
insurance and taxes.
And
insurance and taxes are rolled in, so
it's the escrow portion. Right, but yeah, the interest.
Okay, how do insurance and taxes change so
the principal? That portion is still the same, and that's why I called, because that's not legal. That's embezzlement or something illegal. So they adjusted it back down to only $300 more, and that's how they get. It was like, oh, sorry about that. We didn't mean to charge you $500 more. That we were supposed to charge you $100 more. So now I'm paying $300 more than I could barely afford. And here's the thing: this podcast is cottage industry grassroots. We're supposed to be crappy. Enjoy it. Enjoy this.
25,
because
the first 25 episodes, Brady's favorite phrase was cottage industry.
Bit polished and beautiful. This isn't. We're ugly and proud.
Why do you look like that?
We're here. We're queer. Wait a minute. What was I saying?
Cottage industry doesn't just mean a small industry. It means an industry that's actually exploiting a group of stupid, naive people.
No, cottage industry means out of my barn, man.
No, that's a shoestring business. The cottage industry is a group of small businesses on a shoestring that band together and say Bigfoot is real, and he has to be real. Otherwise, we can't sell these little trinkets, bobbits, and fudge from Mackinac.
I'm not right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm probably wrong.
Okay,
see, that's the only reason I keep saying something is because nobody understands or agrees with the concept. But Gary wouldn't understand anything like that.
Oh. Okay.
Repeating yourself.
Yeah, I have trouble understanding stuff.
No, saying something until you're blue in the face and other people not understanding.
I have no idea.
Do I question myself? Yes.
I've stated before, I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not entitled to tell you
I'm not right.
anything about anything.
I'm probably wrong.
But I'm pretty sure I'm right. Probably right. Did I say that? No, I wanted to say cottage history and grassroots. And I don't know.
What's your point here, Gary?
I'm trying to. We're down home. This is a flannel shirt.
Not good
I'm not
enough,
sure what that has
Gary.
to do with
Not
anything.
good enough.
I like being
I can
not
just troll
good
you with
enough.
drops. I can just troll you with drops all day. I mean, it's very easy.
I would love to be trolled with drops all day. I love being
I
trolled
know
by
you've been.
drops.
Dear Fladgy.
Troll
Troll
dropping?
drops. Oh yeah, ask Fladge.
Did you say troll dropping?
You can hear me right now?
Yes, I can.
Should we not?
Oh, never mind. I got thrown off by the mute for the drop for the board. I'm like, oh my god, I was muted the whole time.
Yeah,
I got used to that.
That's a weird.
Dear,
yeah, it's.
No,
I
just,
like
just
it
for the
because
bumper.
we don't need to step on that, but yeah.
I'm used to it already.
Is there an
Look
option
how
that you
shiny
can
my
turn that
head
off?
is.
'Cause sometimes if it's just
No.
music, it's
Yeah,
fine
yeah,
to talk
I can
over.
hit
But
it.
if it's
Yeah, you can hit it right away. As soon as I hit it, you can unmute it right away. That's the only
okay.
option.
Dear Abby,
Yeah,
Fladgy,
I considered
Dear
yelling.
Fladgy. Well, consider
Mr.
listening.
Fad.
Consider shutting the fuck up and listening.
Consider listening.
No, you missed that. Dear, I saw that little microphone with the slash. Dear Fladgy.
I did that. I can do that myself.
Oh, I thought Brady did that.
No.
Shut the fuck up. Dear Fladgy, I am engaged to an amazing guy.
He did.
I am engaged to an amazing guy. We have been together a little more than 2 years. During our first year, his family was great to me. They acted as if they liked me. However, things have changed. When my fiance and I are around them, they just wave and have little to say to me, if they say anything at all. They never call or text me. I'm always the one to do it first. Several times when I've texted, they haven't replied. My fiance is very supportive. He tells me things will get better and he tries to make me feel better about it. But I'm starting to get the impression they don't like me. Also, I don't feel I have anything in common with his mother and sister, which makes me feel even more awkward. I have tried to be friendly and to nurture a relationship with them, but I'm getting no effort in return. If you have any advice, please share. Signed, Unlikely in Kentucky.
Okay, so it's not unlikely, really.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Unliked
that
in
did make a
Kentucky,
lot of
sorry.
sense.
Yeah, I'm just a
No,
retard.
I've been the
Just a
outsider and with my in-laws for so long that I'm used to that situation. But just like having a poor signal on a semi-successful podcast, I push through. Roll with the
I think that's
punches.
like
Come
your-
on.
I think that's your main quality of that I've seen. You just I do that work wise, not maybe in my personal life. I let things get to me,
Relentless.
but yeah, you tend to just
Keep on going.
head
Like
down, push through
bullheaded.
fucking-
Just keep
like who gives a
forward.
shit, right?
Push through. Yeah. Bootstraps, bitches.
Like such as.
Like such as.
Like such as. You got the clip?
Automatically means that matter is bad for some reason.
Yeah, roll the clip.
Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as
matter.
Such as like gravity.
such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as,
Such as.
and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
Such as.
Such as like.
That's a great new one. You edited it all up. That's great.
Oh, you didn't even cheat and watch it on Tube prior to? Oh, you
No.
saved it for the show. I like it.
Yes.
See, that's the only thing, because
my
I
natural
would
reaction.
like to. If you were laughing loudly, I would have liked to hear that and not have it been muted. But when it comes to stepping on it, maybe it is good that it mutes it. I don't know.
Right.
If it's something we haven't seen before, great. If
that's
it's something we've
so
seen 1,000
good.
times, I'd like to step on it. I don't know.
Yeah, we want to hear you laughing.
No,
and
it
saying
features the kid. It's great.
Yeah.
No, and seriously, I
The
usually
kid.
go ahead
The little
and
boy.
watch it on the
The
tube.
14-year-old you
didn't.
found somewhere.
Yeah. I grabbed him out of middle school, and
Yeah.
I did. I asked him to join the podcast. CP
Yeah, you found
time.
him at the bus stop, and if you guys missed last week, they had Fladge Reads. It was a new segment, Fladge Reads.
Did you use candy to lure him onto the debate?
Of course I did.
Into the barn.
Yeah.
Show him your
Yeah.
dirt floor.
Did you whip out all the,
He's been
all the
right
Star Wars
here.
toys to?
Yeah, I've got them all around. I've got them on display.
Are you talking about children or?
Yeah, those I've got on display as well.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah, all
She
tied up in
applesauce. Jabber so wet. Give it to me now. She could scream all she wanted, but I was keeping the umbrella.
I was keeping the umbrella. Ask
Yeah,
Fladge.
Yeah, no one. Deer. That's why in the comments when I drop it, I use like 2 different forms of Dear Fladge, the spelling, and then I also just do a Dear Abby because that's what's gonna whatever. Dear Fladgy. My wife and I play on a pool team. About a year ago, the team captain looked at my wife and said, "So, can I play with your lower private area?" He didn't use those words. Weird. Maybe he said, "Yeah, you'd like to grab her by the pussy." Hold on. Maybe he reached out and was just like, "Look, I don't know, lady, but."
My dearest Gibber, from the moment our eyes met across the dance floor,
Maybe he was like, let me grab you by the pussy. I just want to grab your titties and suck on them and then lick your asshole. Like you were a man, but you're a woman, so but I'm saying lick your asshole. I mean, oops.
So he said, "So can I play with your lower private area?" He didn't use those words. My wife, who was very shy, was shocked. He has made dumb comments before, and I've warned him several times. He's a tough guy. This time when I told him, he was dumb enough to invite me outside. Oh my Lord. I slapped him around a bit. We're both big guys. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. Okay, that's a big boy. He's tall, maybe a few pounds lighter. Now, the members of the league here have shunned my wife and me. Was I wrong? Should I have let the guy talk to my wife like that? Signed, second guessing in South. Then that's in the South. Yeah, sorry. I'm missing words. There's too many words here.
That was inappropriate behavior.
Hey, you gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, well, when he said he warned him several times, I'm curious as to the vitriol of the warning.
That's freaking Bob.
Yeah, hold on. We got to
Bob's in
finish
his
the
mask.
Dear Fladge and then move on to
Yeah,
Bob. Don't ADHD on us.
I gotta
you
get
son
him
of a bitch.
unmuted. You can finish.
ADD. Knock it off. Finish the Dear Fladge and we can move on to Bob.
Physical violence is never an answer for verbal communication.
He said he slapped
Words
him around. Like,
do not equate to physical violence. That's
he hit the camera instead
sociopathic
of the mic.
behavior and not acceptable in civilization.
even Bob knows not to distract Gary. That's why he turned his camera off. Fucking ADD son of a bitch over here. Yes and no, but I mean, like, what?
Shiny.
So I've and I told this to the security people after the fact, but at Mount Holly, there was these dudes that were, they whipped by some children in the single pass lane, and all 4 of them whipped through, blew by them, almost knocked the 2 children down that were actually even separate, and then they all went 4 single, all got in next and cut everybody off that's been waiting in the multi-lane shit. And so when we got to the top, they were there. And so
when you say almost
I told them
children down, I mean didn't touch the
I told
children,
motherfucker
right?
what was up. Well, he claimed that, oh, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. I'm like, yes, you did. I'm like, we talked about it with people around us. Like several groups of people around us all
even
saw the
said
same thing. We all had a
did.
conversation about it.
Almost doing something is not doing the.
It doesn't matter. It was the principle of the thing, and they were younger dudes. But the whole point was,
we can't hear him. He's got to unmute.
I forget. Yeah, Bob, you got to unmute.
Here, I'll unmute him.
But no, I told you sometimes need to threaten. Sometimes you need to threaten. Sometimes you need to threaten violence in order to get your point across. Otherwise, they're not going to listen.
Have the microphone, Bob.
And then sometimes you just need to follow that up. Bob, there's a thing on your screen that is a microphone button or something. There should be some type of indicator that says mute, unmute. It should be a microphone symbol. Yeah. Are you on? Is he on a phone or on a computer? I'm assuming iPhone. Phone because he's portrait.
Yeah, it should be an iPhone.
Yeah, there should be some shit at the bottom that has like that you can either turn your. Because I think you did that earlier when you turn your camera off. There should be a microphone symbol with a stupid. Yeah, that's the camera on-off button. There should be a microphone
that's the camera
on-off as well.
The one just left of that.
Well, I don't know how it looks on an iPhone.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So you went landscape.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
That's good.
Why do we have another? Oh shit!
And then.
Oh no! How do we do a 5-screener?
That was just me.
I guess you can kick me to the side. I'm okay with that. I don't have any go.
I'm just trying to see where the mute is for him to click on.
I think it's on his end because it's the same thing. If I do it, look it.
Right, I can do it too.
It puts that symbol there.
It is.
Yeah.
Where is it on your screen?
On the bottom left when I'm on a computer. So
bottom left.
I got mute. I got stop cam.
phone.
I got settings. I got present.
Just
and I got
left of that camera.
Bottom left on the phone. Yeah, right now.
I guess Ryan, can Ryan find it either? Is Ryan in the same boat? Where's he at?
No,
is he muted as well?
I don't think
he was there. Oh
my Lord! Debate number 2. This is great.
Is it debate number 2?
We got it.
Let's review debate number 1. Let's review debate number 1 while we sit here and just fuck our assholes. But
without audio, it's not going to work. Though.
Here we go. So this is the recap of the last debate.
Donald Trump really believes in the Bible.
Oh, hold on. No. Sorry. That was the edited clip. Start over. This is the debate from last week.
I don't think Donald Trump really believes in the Bible.
Man, when you mention God or the Bible, people freak out, man.
Most certainly. Most definitely.
Maybe Donald Trump was right, man.
Sounds like he's a really nice guy, and I'm not doubting that.
I have to agree with you on that issue, man. Man, if it wasn't for believing in God, man, you wouldn't have anything in life, man.
Most certainly. Most definitely.
Guys better get the soul, man, because otherwise you're not going to make it in this world, man.
Most certainly. Most definitely.
That's why Gary's a mindless trendy, man.
Most certainly. Most definitely. Want to say what's up to Fladge? Fladge, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? I want to get the T-shirt that says
"Have a good
mindless
night,
trendy."
Fladge, talk to you, buddy.
I know, right? I love that. I've never heard that phrase before, but I love it, especially when it's directed at
mindless
you,
trendy is my new. I identify as mindless trendy now.
Where'd he go? All right, there's got to be.
He's trying to figure out the mute button.
Or is he just guessing?
Yeah.
Maybe he can't hear us, and he's just
he keeps hitting the button.
Can you hear us?
It's the button next.
He's
to
talking.
The
he's trying to say stuff. You can see his mouth moving. Yeah.
There's
a mute. God damn it. Go dumb.
He can hear us. Yeah, he can hear us. But there must
can you do
be
sign
no
language?
Dang it. Okay, sign language. We're gonna have to use sign language.
There must be no mic mute button on his phone for some reason.
No, there has to. Let me see if I can join on my.
Oh wait, you know what? Wait.
He's not using an app. He's using a.
So when Gary joined the one time, he couldn't click on it either. So you know what? Shut it and rejoin and see if that fixes it. Because Gary couldn't unmute when he first joined, right, Gary?
Where are we at with Ryan? Is he?
No, I don't do it.
Now that switches the camera.
Blip blop blip, do it.
Blip blop blip, do it.
Here, so I don't mean if it says you're kicked or whatever, I'm not being mean. I'm just gonna hit kick. I'm gonna push you out of the studio and then rejoin.
Kick it. Oh, that needs to be a drop. I need to pull that fucker. Gary's got a good kick it from hot dog buns.
Drop.
Oh, so the phone pushes you towards StreamYard. The app. My phone is like forcing it. He's like, hey, no, go over there. Go get the app.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and the app's going to ask you for
Did
permission.
Did Bob have to do that?
If the permission came through and he said no, then it's not even going to let him select the mic. I don't know. And Bob Jr.'s got his phone, Bob Sr.'s phone, so locked up.
Unless
I tried to
wasn't-
install an app and I couldn't. I didn't have the
Unless
password.
he's using Chrome instead of Safari. Is that the same thing when it comes to browser?
I asked him to use Chrome. Chrome should be easier. Chrome should just work.
That's probably... Well, I do already have Chrome on my shit, so that's probably why he doesn't have to download the app.
I love this show. This show is just the trial.
We learn as we go. Look, this is also a tech show. It's not only like a... I don't even know what category you'd put us in. We're like a current events / news / history / science /
I took us out of podcast.
Comedy.
Put us in comedy and entertainment.
Free speech.
Yeah, so open this page. It's telling me to open the page in Safari. Google Chrome is telling me to open the...
Why is it doing that?
Google Chrome is telling you to open it in
know.
Safari.
What it says right here. Look.
Seems kind of like a cop-out.
Google Chrome.
Use Firefox.
See, that's the AI is starting to take over. Google Chrome is like, nah, fuck you, not right now.
Open
Go
this
ask
page in
Safari.
Safari. Use StreamYard.
No,
This
yeah,
is
go
literally
ask
Google
Safari.
Chrome.
I don't know. My
Bob has an
Android, my
iPhone for
PC.
sure? Did you go over his house
I need
and figure it out? While
my
taking his
weekly
pictures?
dose of Bob.
Yeah, we got Bob all set up on Video Ninja, but then we ended up not using
Yeah,
that.
you got your Bob right here.
That's why Gary's a mindless trendy, man.
Yeah.
Those guys, man, are about a 3/4 ball short or 3/4 fries of French fry, man.
Yeah, I'm glad that he got that far. I'm gonna have to go over there and find out why the mic was muted. You guys want to wait about 30 minutes? No.
Yeah.
Do it next week.
Yeah, we'll
You
just.
gonna get food too, or
That'd be great video. Just silence or me driving to Del Taco. We should try that one time.
that's where you went. You went to Del Taco. Is that
No,
any
no.
good?
You don't remember that episode, eh? I think on New Year's or Christmas.
I
It was nothing
do.
open.
But
Yeah,
Drove to Del Taco.
I love Del Taco. It's delicious.
All right.
Okay, do the disclaimer.
yeah,
No,
no,
but-
I'm on the thing, and I'm on my phone, and it pops up unmuted.
Oh,
And I can mute it. It's got the symbol there. It's
bottom
bottom
left,
left.
there's
There's a picture of a microphone. There's a picture of the
A
hide
lot of
the,
echo. Yeah. So, but
hide the screen.
did it ask you for permission at any
says
time?
door phone.
You started because his phone doesn't ask. It just says no.
I mean, I
Oh,
clicked,
really?
but
Oh, that's because Junior.
Yep.
I clicked through a bunch of shit and just,
Yeah, you did.
know,
His
because I
phone
don't care.
doesn't even
Yeah, I'm just
ask.
like, whatever.
It
Yeah,
just-
whatever. Yeah, accept it. I don't give a shit. Yeah.
His phone doesn't ask. His default says no to all that shit. So you got to go into the settings and then say yes after the fact.
He doesn't
Oh,
have a,
okay.
even no matter
We're
what the
never
browser
gonna
is.
hear Bob.
No, we will.
We
Next
could if
week.
he just
I'll-
called in with the phone number, right? Or are we not
No.
protected that yet?
No, that
I'm
doesn't work
invested.
either. That's
Did we
never
see
worked.
Brother for a minute? Didn't we see Brother for a minute? Where'd he go? He
Yeah,
gave
where's
up?
Brother?
Yeah, he had the old link.
We could at least get one side of the story.
Send him to the new
The other
link.
side next.
We're supposed to be getting
Okay.
chat. Too. We're supposed to be able to see the chat, but I don't.
I can't
I
see
don't
the
know.
chat.
Maybe it wasn't Bob. Maybe it wasn't Bob's connection. Maybe it was this.
Sounds like Bob is a paranoid schizo about like some homosexuals like hitting on him or like waving to him hello. So that's all I'd like to say.
Oh, that's all you got to say?
Sounds like Bob.
Why am I hearing the feedback?
Oh.
Because Gary's playing it.
Pardon me.
See, he
Oh,
says that, but
was
then he also
cute,
says
and, I realized
he makes
was
that statement.
stupid.
Starts
He makes
watching.
that statement, but he also says.
Sounds like he's a really nice guy, you know, and I'm not doubting that.
So I don't know what Ryan's into, but it's kind of weird, right? Oh yeah, let's go over to YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We're already on YouTube.
Let's go over to Rumble.
Stupid. It's not as cool when I've never heard the song before.
Either just had waves in the name.
I get the waves, the shark thing. Like, waterways is definitely on my Mount Rushmore.
And what was the rest of the Mount Rushmore? Now that we can hear you.
I'm going to go sound waves, light / particle waves, and water waves.
Disclaimer: the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber. Folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? In this crazy world, where snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber are critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So, here jabber, article I, let's get jabber, the sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally, we're equal gibber offenders, alright? We don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves. No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So, if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as gibber as a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real-life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round,
let me unmute
but
your mic.
jabber, who cares? Article B, jabber, cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some jabber joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time. So buckle up, buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.
So I'm pissed. Part of my Jew costume was also to wear these eyebrows because they usually have thick eyebrows.
Oh, they do.
They're actually duct tape, and I need to not rip my eyebrows out. And again, I just want to reiterate to all of our audience that we are. I'll just let this man say it.
I love the America!
I love the yarmulke, and I assume you guys have that same sentiment, right?
I love a silly little hat.
love the America!
I'm not sure how to stop.
How
Not
to
sure how to
stop
stop
what?
on these. The YouTube
staring?
and the YouTube. I don't know how to stop the YouTube.
Well, whatever.
The other platforms.
It'll kick us eventually.